All right, friends. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Tom, full-time eBay reseller, full-time stay-at-home dad for 6 kids. Fortunately enough, right now my wife has maternity leave, so I'm able to spend a little extra time out here doing things. Sold 8 yesterday. We're hoping to get that number to go way up because today I'm going to have to just start listing. I really haven't listed much of anything since like Thursday, the day before we went into have a baby, brand new baby, Ruby. She's fantastic. Mom's doing well. All the things. Let's go pull. Oh yeah, this bag right here is full of Care Bears. It's the end of the Care Bears. Maybe there's one talking Care Bear in a tote somewhere, but that's the end of bulk Care Bear-ness. So I paid $1 a piece for them. Some of them I got for less than that, 50 cents a piece, depending on the sizes. And these were the 50 cents a piece ones. So this is a lot of 12 that I bought for $6, and they sold for $29.99. Buyers all in at $43, and I got them at the Everything's a Dollar sale. But I'm like, really, $1 a piece on these plush? And she's like, yeah, let's just do 50 cents. So she counted all 12 of these as 50 cents. I allotted them together and sold them for $30 in probably 6 weeks or so. If you're curious, these are the items that we did yesterday that didn't make it out to the mail yesterday because I was on 3-day handling time, and it feels like you never have to ship when you're on 3-day handling time. I like it, but I went back to 2 because I want to sell some stuff, and I think your handling time makes a lot of difference on the algorithm's ability to place you high in search. And so I don't do 3, 4, 5-day handling time. I try to do 1 and I fail, and then I go back to 2, and that's how we do it. But the Care Bears sold. Gotta go pull something else. This is a mouse. It's in a Prime box that I'm recycling. And I don't remember buying it, but it wasn't that long ago. I want to say I paid $4 for it, so I will. Sold it for $20, and I remember saying it'll be between $20 and $25 free shipping. $20 free shipping. But I forgot to show it to you before I put it up there. This I got at the Everything's a Dollar sale. It's a bank. It doesn't have the plug in the bottom of it. I didn't pay $1 for it. I bought a big tote of random little crap and paid $10 for the whole thing. This sold for $5 plus shipping. It's Tonka. I thought it was going to be a glowworm thing. Glowworms are always good pickups. I think this says Tonka on it somewhere. I feel like it did. I don't see it now. Anyway, it is a Tonka keepers, but keep is spelled like key because this was supposed to lock and have a plug that you have to put a key in to get to the money that you put in the slot, but you could just turn it upside down. But this is missing those parts. These are decent if you can find them complete. Obviously, the main part that never gets lost and thrown away is sold for $5. If it had, I don't know what the comps would be. I would suspect $15 or $20. But I'm just gonna throw her in a box and call that one a day. I lied. I put it in a piece of cardboard with a poly mailer, and let's call it an evening. Levi found this for $5, and we were both pretty excited about it. I don't know if Headgear Classics has licensing for the things that they do. If I saw this out in the wild, I would suspect that they don't. But I did see a whole bunch of these for sale at a store, and so I wondered if maybe, but this could just as easily be like a Alibaba less than reputable licensing thing, because yeah, it doesn't say like used by permission of Nickelodeon or any of that necessary jargon on it anywhere. It just has the Nickelodeon logo. No dates, no licensing. But it's a neat thing. Levi found it for $5 at a Goodwill. And I found a lot of comps, so I was pretty confident selling it. And it sold for $30 free shipping. And we've had it for probably 2 months-ish. This we got at the Crazy Retro sale from 2 weeks ago. I think I paid... There was a bunch of stuff that was $5 each, buy two, get one free. So I don't know what I paid for anything. I paid less than $500 for everything, and we're going to make a fortune. This sold for $17.50, free shipping. I hoped it was really valuable. It is just not. It's these die-cast models tend to not be, but I don't normally see them on card. This is from 1994, and Aliens is a good series, so imagine how worthless this would be if it was like Star Wars Episode 1. It would be real junk. It would also be like 5 years newer. Star Wars. There are Star Wars ones available, but they're not in this line. I think I'm going to ship this priority because I can use their free box easier than figuring out one of my own boxes to use. Let's see how much of a difference that makes for me, because I probably have a box somewhere around here. Now, I promised the customer ground advantage, so I am allowed to move. If I promised them priority, I would not move. That's hilarious. Ground advantage is $7.35. Standard U.S. priority is $7.20. So to use a box that works and is free is cheaper. So that's definitely what we're going to do. That's going from Peoria, Illinois to Princeton, West Virginia's. I got family there. Not this guy, but my cousin Amy. Anyway, let's talk sealed VHS. This sold for $7 plus shipping. And it did sell for a premium because it is sealed, but they're not for the... Nobody's having this graded and collecting True Life Adventures, Walt Disney World, White Wilderness. That the reason that this sells sealed is because there's some assurance that the tape isn't played 7,000 times and worn out or taped over. That kind of thing. And so, like, this sells for a little bit of a premium for that reason. It's never going to sell for big money, but sealed VHS do relatively well. I've had this for a long, long time. Found it in the hoarder house, and the outside of the label was disgusting. And it's not anymore. If this sticker wasn't here, this would be gradable. Like, it's in, even the seal is in ridiculously nice shape. Things that hurt, like the seal, you can see that as flat as it can be on the front. Look, you can even see my reflection right there. But like over here, and this wouldn't dramatically affect the seal, but if you're thinking about, I'm looking at myself in the reflection, it's funny. If you're thinking about having something graded and like these ripples are all through the front, that could negatively affect the seal. And there are not any holes in this at all. I don't know if I could ever make you see the defect that's right here where somebody like scratched the front, and that's going to affect the grading of the seal, which is a big deal with gradable VHS. But the whole point of me telling you about this is that this is not a graded VHS. This is somebody wanted to know they were getting a product they're going to be able to watch over and over and over again. Likely somebody who saw this documentary as a kid and remembered those bears and thought they were cute and funny, or like adult with special needs who wants to not deal with the DVD. No, like DVD is, the video is so much louder that people have trouble with it sometimes. So So there's lots of reasons that VHS are collectible. Not all sealed VHS are even going to sell for any amount of money. This one, I just took a crapshoot on. Disney is one of those properties that if it says that name on there, you can probably sell it to somebody for something. And this was sealed and a quality product, so I thought I'd give it a shot. And it's easy as it can be. I put it in 2 bubble mailers because one was free. It was recycled. Pretty darn simple. Interesting side note, just for kicks, I brought up what's cheaper on the Care Bears box, which is this box here, filled with 2 pounds worth of Care Bears, 12, 10, 8, and going from here to Georgia, don't have any family there, or 2 pounds, 8 ounces. And so 3 pound rate from Illinois to Georgia, it is $8.07 to do ground and $7.20 to do priority. So I used my own box and then checked, and I'm like, oh, it's cheaper to do priority. That's what we'll do. So just keep an eye out for that. Priority can be cheaper. So day 2 on this video, I don't normally do day 2 kind of what sold videos, but I didn't have a lot sold yesterday. I don't have a lot sold today. Do you guys watch Wheezy Waiter? I love Wheezy Waiter on YouTube. Fantastic. He just does random things and calls them challenges for months at a time and then reports back. And he's fantastic. He and his wife. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 for a total of $106. Not great, but not terrible. Arkansas Razorbacks, vintage, not in tremendous condition. I know I paid 50 cents for this, and it's just a cool vintage NCAA sweater. Sold for 21 free shipping. So at 50 cents, 21 free shipping is making decent money, even if it's only maybe I'll have a $10 profit once I ship it and pay fees. Apple, I got this off of Whatnot. I think I paid $2 for it. It sold for $8. I would have thought it would do better, but I've had it listed for a very long time. So when that $8 offer came in, I took it. Bought a whole bunch of Korean DVDs and VHS tapes. The DVDs I got listed relatively quickly. This is not for sale, but I sold it anyway. That does not refer to you. If you're curious, like all this, you find a lot of stuff that says not for resale on it, or that isn't what that says. It says for sale only, rental prohibited. So you can't start a movie place and rent this thing out. But the not for sale thing that you see on stuff doesn't refer to you. A lot of times it's on stuff that would have been a pack in with, like, when you buy this, you get a bonus. When you buy this blender, you get a bonus cookbook, and the cookbook will say not for resale on it, so that a vendor, Walmart, is aware. If you take that in and say, hey, I bought this cookbook and I'd like to return it, that isn't the cookbook that they sell on the shelf. That's why things say that, in case you didn't know. This doesn't say that, but I was confused. Anyway, I paid $1 a piece for a bunch of Korean at an estate sale. This is the first one that's sold. A bunch of the VHS I never got listed. I need to list them, but researching Korean VHS tapes that I paid like $3 for 20. It's not super high priority. Should be, but I have a million things to do and 6 children to take care of. Anyway, this sold for $10 free shipping. I'll just slide it in a padded flat rate. These sold for $12.99 free shipping. I got several of this. Prima is a good brand, but this is not a highly sought after game. And I got several of this Spawn one. So I lotted the extras. I got a lot of these together every time and put them in lots because they might sell for like $3 plus shipping if you try to do them individually, and there's a bunch listed. So I just lotted them up with something else mildly interesting, and this is the best one in the lot, and it might be $6 plus shipping. So I paid basically 40 cents a piece for a tote full of these, and some of them were super good and some of them were like that where it sells for $13 free shipping. This I got a whole long time ago, and it is really stained up, like real stained up. But it's cool, and it's Jostens. Jostens makes Super Bowl rings, and so they have some prestige in the world of fashion, I suppose. But this is a vintage Bears hoodie, size large, nice. I mean, it's a nice hoodie. It doesn't have any tears in it, but I pretty sure I oxied it, put it in OxyClean, and it still looks like that. $14 plus shipping. This Wilco shirt that I picked up at a garage sale for 50 cents is MIA. It's not very often that I just literally cannot find something, and I have done all of my tricks. Here's the thing, is that I went and took down and sell similar like 200 items at a time, several times, while we were waiting on Ruby to be born, and I was dealing with trying to get the house ready for company to watch our other kids, or we ended up in the hospital a little bit longer. Not a problem, just the baby has to be in the hospital for 24 hours, and she was born at 9 p.m. and then they have to pass all these tests, so they couldn't get the tests done in time because the 24 hours is at 9 p.m. The people who work don't come back until 8 a.m. And so we ended up in the hospital longer than we anticipated because she decided to chill a little longer. And so I ended up doing a lot of takedown and relist just to keep the store active when I'm not taking pictures and listing new product. And it worked out okay because we got a lot of sales. But now I like that. What I would generally do is look at the date that thing was listed and put it with a look at the date that thing's listed and see what else is listed that same day. But 200 items were listed on that same day because I took them all down and put them back up. It is actually marked as in a box that I cannot find. It's marked as 92, and like there's 94, 95, 98, but I don't know where 92 is. So I don't know. It's lost. This is a Washington, D.C. corduroy hat, mesh back. I don't think this, made in Taiwan. Real patriotic. Faded out like crazy on the back. I know I got this on Whatnot, and it's sold for $6 plus shipping. It's been listed forever. So those were the items. Those are the items I have to, I believe I'm going to find that Wilco shirt, but it has to go today, and I don't think I'm going to find it in time. So, I might just have a late shipment on that one, or I might cancel it. I don't know which is worse because they're both dings on your account. Anyway, I got to ship those 6 of those 7 items for $100. Thanks for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, clicking the bell, following, all the things that you do. We'll see you on the next one.